recommend to study for the test for sure because this is a college course, so it's a little harder than you would think. Also, doing your homework would be really beneficial so you know what you're doing, what we did in class, and you understand what we did.
Sound like me.
I would recommend that Accounting 2 students read the actual book, and even though it's a little boring and then it can be a kind of hard thing to read, I would definitely recommend that they actually read the book and not just kind of go with the just class lessons, because a lot of vocab and stuff is in here and they'll be on the tests and you might not have gone over it in the class as much as you wanted to, and especially since even if you don't have a lot of accounting background, I would definitely recommend reading this book.
One tip for success is you have to read the chapters. That's the best way to fully understand the chapter and learn the vocab. And you need to know the vocab and the chapter to understand the practice problems to prepare yourself for tests or whatever you're supposed to do.
What I would recommend, especially for the honors part of it, is that to really manage your time well, because for me personally, I had a hard time trying to fit in all my 10 hours for the mentoring. And then for success, I guess, I'd say keep up with your work outside of class as well as in class, because it's important to pay attention, but for Accounting 2 especially, it's a lot more fast-paced than Accounting 1 was. So you need to keep up with the homework and make sure you understand it, and if you don't, it's important to go to career for questions, because it's fast-paced, it is a college level.
What I would recommend to the students would be to ask a lot of questions, because a lot of the concepts in here are challenging and it's going to take a while to understand them. So ask as many questions as you need to be confident in your ability to do whatever it is you need to do.
All right, another tip for success in this class is you have to use your previous knowledge to have success in future chapters, and it'll really give you an advantage when learning future chapters if you know stuff like the balance sheets or the income statements from previous chapters, how to use that knowledge towards future chapters.
I think tests are a huge part of the actual class and how much points go into it, or tests are huge. But if you don't do the homework, even though there's a smaller point percentage, I would definitely, you wouldn't be able to do what you're going to do on the test. So you have to do the homework completely thoroughly, and that homework will, how much you do your homework kind of directly correlates with how well you do on the test, at least for me and for most of the people I know.
Well, one unique thing about this class is that in this class, sometimes the teacher will allow you to learn problems on your own, which is before he teaches it to you, you have to learn how to do the problem by looking back in the chapter or using previous knowledge to try and figure it out. And I feel like that kind of helps the student learn the material more, because when you learn it yourself, you have to kind of focus harder on the work and it sticks to your memory better.
So besides accounting, this class is filled with many other topics from the business world. Even the book is called An Integrated Approach to Accounting. So there are certain modules or chapters that focus on marketing, others on finance. So accounting is just the tip of the iceberg. That's the root of everything. Even yesterday we just had a discussion about bankruptcy law. So there are many different ways in which accounting can be incorporated into the business world, and you learn much more than you would expect in this class.
Something unique about the class is definitely the flip videos. The teacher will record it after class, and then later he'll tweet it, and then we can go on at home and watch the video. We'll do a practice problem, and then you basically have a mini class but at home, and it's really beneficial. You can rewind to things you might not have understood as well, and you have to fill out something that you understand the most and understand the least, and then you can ask questions in class the next day.